Hi all. I'm a 21-year-old male who recently celebrated my birthday on January 17th. I organized a gathering with close friends at a pub from 9:30 p.m. to 1 a.m. When I arrived, two of my friends, Charlotte and Ben, were sitting with Amelia, a friend first and then co-worker I've fallen out with. For context, I work at a special educational needs school, and Amelia often speaks about the kids derogatorily, using offensive language, which I find unacceptable. I.e. so and so is a fucking dickhead. I chose to sit elsewhere despite Charlotte and Ben trying to force me to sit with her after me, saying for weeks I'm wanting space from her. Charlotte came over until my friend Katie arrived. Ben stayed with Amelia despite asking to join my birthday gathering, which felt disrespectful, and he didn't come over to sit with us, full stop. Later, Amelia came over and lied about me, further frustrating the situation. I spoke to my friend Katie about this for about 5 minutes. Charlotte then excused herself to go to the toilet, but didn't return. After 15 minutes, I noticed her sitting with Ben and Amelia, which was fine initially, but she didn't return for over an hour. This felt hurtful, especially since Charlotte had previously referred to Amelia as socially ret ******D and has stated that she doesn't like her, but then chose to sit with her on my birthday. By closing time, Charlotte and Ben left with Amelia, without saying goodbye or messaging despite me locking eyes with Charlotte. Outside, my friend Katie and I realized they had completely left and I hadn't received a message to say they were leaving and they hadn't said bye, which majorly pissed me off. I shared this with my friend Ella, with whom I'm hosting a joint brunch for our birthdays on the 25th. Ella decided to remove Charlotte from the group, as she felt Charlotte had been disrespectful. Charlotte later messaged me saying, "I'm assuming I'm not going to your brunch thing," and I expressed that I was upset she left without saying goodbye, didn't spend time with me, and gave the impression she didn't want to be there, and so I didn't think that she should come when she gave that impression because it made me and my friends uncomfortable and we don't want her to do it again. I explained that inviting her to future events didn't make sense if she didn't respect our friendship. Her response felt dismissive, claiming she doesn't control Ben or Amelia, and that she spent the majority of the evening with me and wanted to speak to Ben. I clarified I never asked her to, but expected her to value our friendship enough to spend time with me and at least say goodbye. I stated that she is more than allowed to go and speak to Ben, but saying she'd spend the majority of the evening with me isn't a point to back herself, because it was my birthday, so I'm not really sure why she wouldn't want to spend the 3 hours and 30 minutes with me. Charlotte also stated that she didn't want to talk about Amelia, which I said I didn't expect her to, as she used this as a reason to not come back over, as she said she thought we were still talking about Amelia. I said that even if we were talking about her still, that isn't a good enough reason to leave and not say bye. One of my other friends, Matt, had also went over because he said he didn't want to talk about Amelia anymore. However, he was the one who brought her into the conversation with me and Gemma by stating to us, "Is there any beef that I don't know about? And what is the beef with Amelia?" He knew what it was and was trying to start that conversation and then tried to pretend he didn't want to hear it when he did, which is weird. Charlotte told me this like a point to support her POV by stating, "Take this how you wanna." She said that I was annoyed about the fact that Ben didn't come over, and the basis of my annoyance was not to do with her but the situation. I stated that she was downplaying her behavior, and irrespective of the way Ben acted, I was still annoyed at her choice to leave. She then stated that her leaving was a dick move, but she then reiterated that she had sat with me for the most of the time. So all in all, am I the asshole or is she?